Ich grüße euch herzlich willkommen. Es geht weiter mit Regions of Mana. Und beim letzten Mal haben wir den Phänomen des Wassers besiegt, was auch wirklich eine große Herausforderung war. Ich kann es immer noch nicht glauben. Und jetzt machen wir weiter der Kampagne und wir sollen zurück zu Ian. Das ist ja der kleine Prinz von Palmina. Den soll es angeblich wieder besser gehen. Und ich erinnere mich zurück, beim Prinzen oben ist auch noch eine Kiste. Vielleicht können wir die dann auch endlich einsammeln. Bin gespannt, was da drin sein wird. Ja, leider kann man hier leider nicht laufen. Ach man. Da bauen die hier so große Städte ein ins Spiel, ne? Und ja gut, okay, man kann Schnellreise machen. Ja. Ja, vergessen wir das Thema. So, mal sehen.
So much has happened while I was unconscious. Thank you for your assistance with the Benevodon, and I am sorry for being unable to lend any sort of support in the end.
Don't apologize, Ian. We know how hard you've been working. You needed a break.
Besides, I bet even Palomina wasn't perfect when she first started ruling Illistana. You'll get there.
In moments like these, rely on your allies. Everyone needs a hand sometimes.
Such kind words. I thank you, but I know that I can do better. Palomina's legacy must not be sullied by my inexperience. I will ask for aid from Niccolo and the rest of the magistrates when I need it. There is still so much to learn about governance. But I know that I will be all right. Do not worry about me, Palomina. Please continue on your pilgrimage.
Ian, I have made up my mind. There is much I can yet do to help you on your path. There should be procedures in place when the capital is in peril. That is one of the many things I neglected to negotiate before I left. But more than that, I swore I would support your succession to the throne. Therefore, I swear anew that I will find a way to return to your side.
But what about your duty as the Alm of Water?
Remember, I made a promise in the past. I have to ensure you become the finest of kings in the future.
Mina.
Mina, Palmina. Naja. So, wo bin ich jetzt? Bin ich jetzt wieder draußen? Bin ich immer noch drin? Hey, was denn jetzt?
I will return.
There's a lot we need to do, but all of it will help you keep that promise.
Yes, I will pay attention to the future, not the past.
Alter, ich muss da noch oben in den Palast rein. Da ist doch noch eine Kiste. Ach, lohnt sich bestimmt gar nicht. Ich sehe das schon kommen. Warum sind da 2 Sterne? Ach so, die sind bestimmt wegen den anderen Benommenern. So. Ja gut, dann muss ich da erstmal ganz oben ins Zimmer hin, wa? Da war nämlich noch eine Kiste und ich hoffe, da ist was Wertvolles drin. Ich sehe schon, das lohnt sich jetzt bestimmt gar nicht. Ich finde, das sieht irgendwie komisch aus, dass die alle so einen Schwanz haben. Weiß ich nicht. Kann ich mich irgendwie nicht dran gewöhnen. Ich wüsste jetzt auch nicht, dass es sowas in älteren Mana-Teilen gab. Kann natürlich sein, ich kenne jetzt nicht alle, aber... Naja, sieht doch schon sehr merkwürdig aus. So, jetzt wird das hier hoch. Und dann noch zweimal höher. Ah, was für ein riesiger Palast. Aber in Secret of Mana gibt es auch so große Paläste. Und in Trials of Mana auch. Also die gibt's überall. Da war das. Seht ihr das? Da ist der kleine blaue Kreis. Er wartet auf mich. Immer noch. Und da drüben ist Ian.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item!
Und tote Bann. Ermöglicht den Einsatz von Untote-Mann verursacht Lichtschaden und gewährt eine Chance, untote Gegner mit einer niedrigen Stufe als eigenen sofort zu eliminieren. Also gegen untote Gegner ist es auf jeden Fall gut, aber naja. So, was hast der hier? Ich werde alles tun, um ein guter König zu werden, so wie ich es Palmina versprochen habe. Na, dann wollen wir nicht weiter stören, ne? So. Komme ich hier irgendwie schneller raus? Nö. Nö. Leider nicht. Doch, ich weiß wie. Ich springe einfach hier vorne runter und dann bin ich schnell am Eingang wieder. Oder ich gehe hier runter. Es gibt ja keinen Fallschaden bei dem Spiel. Ja, das ging ganz schneller. Ja, auf jeden Fall ist die Hauptstadt verschont geblieben. Ach Quatsch. Nee. Genau, ja. So, jetzt können wir mit dem Flämmchen woanders hin. Ich würde gerne zum Benommen des Feuers, aber ich weiß nicht genau, wo der ist. Also im Wald ist er bestimmt nicht da drüben.
You're headed toward Longren, I see.
Be careful. I can sense Besseroth's presence near the Veil of Wind.
Not quite the homecoming I pictured. I mean, I didn't picture coming home at all. Is everyone okay?
No matter what, you should be proud of what you've accomplished, Carina. Isn't that right, Bramco?
Nach Longland später. Ich weiß nicht, wo der von Feuer sein könnte. Der drüben ist es eisig. Das auf jeden Fall nicht. Ach so, das ist der Mana-Baum. Regio-Schrein. Ach so. Es gibt nur noch 2. Wenn das der Mana-Baum ist. Weil jetzt ja Eis. Oh, dann lande ich da.
You're headed toward Longren, I see.
No matter what.
Vielleicht ist er daran, ja. Vielleicht kommt auch einer. Ja, jetzt war noch viel mehr. Vielleicht kommt auch einer viel später. Vielleicht muss von dir erst besiegen und dann kommen welche später. Lange her.
What's up with this wind?
Whoa! Veil of Wind? More like Veil of Hurricanes. You live like this, Carina?
Are you kidding? No one lives like this. The Benevodon is behind this gale. I'd bet lucre on it.
Speaking of which, where is it?
Fairy! Hey, Fairy!
Nothing. Nary a peep from Fairy. She may have been blown off course before she arrived.
Well, we should probably check with the chief anyway. Out of everyone in town, he's most likely to have an idea of what's going on in the Vale.
The chief is sure to know what's going on in Longren.
Oh. Da gibt's aber noch was.
Let me see. Nice.
Lol. Ein Bonbon. Ein Himbeerbonbon. Da ist er wieder.
This is kind of exciting. Is this?
Aroma des Glücks. Die mit den Ausrufezeichen, sind das wirklich alles Nebenquests? Da oben sind noch 2 blaue Markierungen. Da gehe ich jetzt mal hin. Also wenn das alles Nebenquests wirklich sind, dann stopfen die das Spiel aber ganz schön voller Nebenquests hier. Ey. Da habe ich aber gar keinen Bock drauf. Das ist wieder der Mausebär. Da habe ich leider schon alles eingetauscht.
Power of mana! Thanks for the pick-me-up.
5 EP. So, wo war jetzt andere blaue? Ach, da. Was soll denn hier blau sein? Ach, da.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item.
Ein Rätselkeks. Was hat der denn hier so zum...
Welcome.
Hat er genau
Will
dasselbe?
it be?
Ja. Ich wollte nur mal gucken, ob die Preise überall gleich sind, aber sind sie. Schade. Ja, bei Griffmann ist das nicht so. Da konntest du dann irgendwo in eine Anfangsstadt hinfliegen. Und da waren die Preise dann günstiger. Weil du vorher eben halt weniger Geld hattest. Und ganz am Anfang gab es auch den Raffi, den Wucherkater. Der hatte da ein eigenes Haus. Der war allerdings etwas teurer, aber im Vergleich zum späteren Endgame war der dann immer noch günstiger. Und bei dem konnte man noch schlafen, also sich wieder voll auffüllen dann.
What is the meaning of this, Carina?
Hello to you too.
Why would the Alms and Soul God return here to the Vale? You should be en route to the Mana Tree. The wind howls unabated. Is this not because you have failed to do your part and complete your duty as the Alms?
No, you got it all wrong. The storm is because of the Benevodon of Wind. That's why we left the sanctuary in the first place, to defeat those monsters.
All this time, I assumed this was just the manifestation of the prophecy of disaster.
Tell us where Besseroth is, please.
The Wind Sanctum. But you must not venture there again, Carina. Shiryu has already tried. We have not heard from him since. I will not lose more people to that terrible place.
Shiryu disappeared? Why didn't you go after him?
The path into the Wind Sanctum has been blocked by a large boulder. We have tried everything to make it budge, but it's no use. There is nothing more you can do, Alms. I suggest you return to the Mana Tree and fulfill your duty.
I told you, defeating the Benevodons is part of our duty now. We're here to save the Vale, you stubborn dummy. What's not clicking?
Carina, it would be unwise to anger the Benevodon further.
Well, now that I know where the Benevodon is, we're finished here. I've got nothing more to say to you, Chief. Time to hit the road, everybody. Let's go save Shiryu from whatever trouble he's in at the Sanctum.
Was der da
Carina and the
labert?
Chief are at each other's throats as usual. She wanted to check out the Wind Sanctum. I should catch up with her.
Ja, der alte Mann hat aber auch gar keine Ahnung. Wir sollten auf die Göttin hören. Hä? Die Göttin schläft. Die kann ja nur auch verstehen, wenn wir diese Benevolence besiegen.
Look at the size of that boulder. No wonder no one has been able to get into the Wind Sanctum.
Besseroth's doing, to be sure. I believe it's meant to be a warning.
Oh, there you are, Fairy.
Flying in this weather has been difficult. Anyway, what are you going to do about the boulder?
I don't see what the big deal is. Flamey can take us over it in no time. Isn't that right? Don't worry. You've got this, Ramco. Now transform! Ramco, what's wrong? Are you sick? Does your tummy hurt? Are you scared of turning into Flammy? What? You mean you don't want to go back to the Wind Sanctum?
Wait a minute. Isn't that where Ramco used to live?
Long time ago, yeah. I went to the Sanctum once when I was training as an oracle. I tried to protect Ramco from a sudden violent gust of wind, but I got hurt. That's how I lost one of my wings, actually. Ramco never showed any interest in returning home after she brought me back to Longren. Maybe she wanted to forget all about the incident, but the longer we wait, the more I worry about Shiryu.
Wounds of the body heal faster than wounds of the heart. We should look for another way in.
Yeah. Best not to push her too much. In that case,
Do we attempt to ascend?
Something tells me the people of the Vale would rather we got rid of the rock.
But they mentioned they've been unsuccessful so far.
I've got it. We gather the whole village together and push. Huh? It's a big town. Vertius, at least. And we can help too. I think we have a shot is all.
everyone might have given up on moving this thing before they even got started. No one knew that it was a Benevodon's doing, after all. It's worth a shot. I'll go back to the Vale and talk to the villagers and see if anybody will lend us a hand.
When I first met you, nothing could make you lift a finger for the Vale.
True, but surely you noticed that I've since matured into a lovely, responsible alm. Y'all wait here.
Don't cause any trouble on the way.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Morley. I'll be back before you can say Sylphid. You stay here too, Ramco. I'll make the people of the Vale see reason somehow, so don't you worry.
Ach, irgendwie hat die eine schöne
I'll visit
Stimme.
the Chief, and I should talk to Mom and Dad. I guess I better get the other oracles on my side too. The rest of the Vale is sure to join us then. Okay, Carina.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
explain the plan, and they'll see reason.
Jetzt muss ich mit Carina spielen. Ah, das gibt bestimmt Gemotze.
Hey, Dad, Mom.
Carina! How are you, honey? How's Ramco?
That's the spirit. You're shaping up to be quite Alm-like. You know, reliable and confident.
Now that you mention it, what's the Elm of Wind doing here instead of the Mana Tree?
Don't tell me you've abandoned your sacred duty, Carina.
No, no, no. I'm still on the pilgrimage, believe you me. We're just taking care of other urgent business at the moment.
Like what, young lady?
Like defeating the Benevodon rampaging in the Wind Sanctum? That's why I'm here. I need help with the boulder blocking the way.
That does sound urgent, but what can we do? Nothing, that's what.
That boulder isn't going anywhere. And even if we could move it, what then? You run off into the jaws of danger to fight a Benevodon?
Honey, you could get hurt. You were appointed the Alm. You can't be so reckless anymore.
Fantastic. You still have no faith in me. You think I'd lose against the Benevodon? Or that I'd run away from my duty?
See what you did? You accused her of running away.
What was I supposed to think? Alms don't just visit home after they leave on the pilgrimage.
I know, but if you weren't trying to shift the blame, then...
Stop fighting! It's like all you ever do is argue with each other and lose your temper and scold me.
Our tempers? Look who's talking, Missy. Everything that comes out of your mouth is either a whine or a complaint.
Oh, don't start, you two.
You know what? Fine, forget I even asked. If you're not gonna help me, then I'm not gonna waste my breath begging.
Oh.
Carina!
Oh no, not again. I keep messing this up. I forgot how quickly we get into arguments in this household. I should leave them be until we've all cooled down a bit. Knowing those two, they'll bicker for hours. Better move on to someone else for now. When will I learn? I should just say what I came to say and be done with it.
Ich glaube, sie wird sich mit allen streiten und irgendwann stehen die dann auf einmal alle vor den Steinen, vor den Felsen. Oh nee.
What is it? Were you not finished with all you had to say to me?
I'm back because there's one more thing to say. We took a look at the boulder, and we think we have a plan. But we need the whole village to work with us to move it.
Carina, I realize you are trying to help, but what do you think a few additional hands will accomplish? Besides, Vesseroth placed that rock there for a reason, and far be it from us to anger the Benevodon by ruining its inscrutable plans.
But that's...
Know that it is my responsibility to keep the people safe. I cannot ask them to court danger by helping you defy a Benevodon.
How exactly do you think this is gonna end up for you, huh? You think everyone is safer keeping their heads down and pretend like that monster doesn't exist?
According to legend, dragonfolk once soared through the air until the Benevodon of Wind took away our flight. Wings useless, our tribe was forced to live upon the ground. Whether this is fact or fiction, we dare not bring Besseroth's anger down upon us again.
That's an old fairy tale that I know you heard from Shiryu. And speaking of Shiryu, you can't even be bothered to go looking for him in the Wind Sanctum.
I cannot allow you to come to harm, even for the sake of another of our tribe. The alms are too precious to send on a fool's errand.
So you're sacrificing Shiryu because you're scared. The same reason you're just letting the Veil get pummeled like this.
We can but trust in the winds of fate to spare us, Carina.
Ugh, you're a terrible chief if you're willing to put people in danger just to keep the status quo. Coward!
How dare you speak to your elders this way?
Well, now I've gone and done it. I was supposed to convince the chief, not yell at him. I know the chief has his reasons, even if they're stupid ones. I get why he doesn't want to risk endangering the villagers. I get it, but... I just can't help getting mad when I get talked down to like that.
Die kleine Carina hier, die ist halt sehr temperamentvoll. Ja, zu den Priestern, oh je. Mit denen hatte sie sich auch mal in der Rolle. Also irgendwie... Hätte das wohl jemand machen sollen, der etwas diplomatischer vorgeht. So einer wie ich zum Beispiel. Oh yeah.
Hey, it's been a while.
Carina!
How's the wind dying going? Remember, you've only got 4 years to master it before the fairies do.
Give us a break. We're trying, but we can't exactly practice with all these gale winds raging through the Veil.
No, you're right. I'm sorry for teasing you.
So, you're back in Longren. What about finishing the pilgrimage?
About that, I have a request. The path into the Wind Sanctum is blocked, and I mean to do something about it.
There's no way! People already tried to do something about the boulder and nothing worked. That rock just does not want to give way.
That's why we have to get everyone to help at the same time. Once we move it, I can enter the Sanctum and defeat the Benevodon.
You want to go into the Wind Sanctum again? But Carina, you might get hurt. And then what'll we do?
That's all anyone ever says to me. Do you want this windstorm to last forever? You'll never be able to do the dying again.
Oh, so now you're worried about the wind dying. You couldn't care less before you started your journey. We asked you to help summon the fairy and you refused. She only came once you finally relented. Thank the spirits. And here you are, asking for favors from the very people you left out to dry. You want the boulder gone? Do it yourself!
Excuses, excuses. When did you get so hard-headed, Nagi? You know what? I think I will go move that rock. And once I do, that'll teach you to doubt me. definitely my fault. Before I was named the Alm, sure you and Ramco were the only ones who had my back. Of course I didn't feel like helping the rest of the Vale. But it's too late to apologize for that now. I could explain myself until I'm blue in the face, and it won't change what I did. Come on, Carina. Great. That was our last ray of hope. I don't think anyone will give me a different answer. I'm just fighting against the air current at that point. Well, there's no use waiting around here. Better go back and deliver the news to Val and the others. Now I get to go tell everyone how I couldn't convince a single person to help.
Ich würde sagen, Mission fehlgeschlagen. Aber sie hatte dann ja auch in der Vergangenheit sehr viel Streit hier im Dorf, ne? Also war nicht gerade beliebt und dann kommt sie einfach an und will jetzt die Leute überzeugen. Aber so einfach funktioniert das nicht, ja. Das geht nicht so einfach. Ja. Gut, damit bedanke ich mich bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Das war mal eine lustige Folge. Und dann sehen wir uns wieder im nächsten Part. Horido.